What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Overwatch Overrage, O-W-O-R. I am Noose and 3, whatever you want to call me. Welcome to the show. We're here to talk about that rage, that table breaking. You don't understand it, rage. I'm talking about that we're up 3 points, and then all of a sudden our team got rolled up 6-3 on whatever map you want to call it. How's everyone doing? Hope you're all having a great day, far wherever you come from. I'm here in Austin, Texas, enjoying this lovely weather. So, Overwatch, it's a great game, isn't it? Game of the year, some would say. But I've never experienced the type of rage that I've experienced with this type of game. I mean, holy hell. Like, I've gotten mad at games, like real mad. Like, thinking back, like, the Halo days and stuff like that. But, you know, you grow past that, you know. You mature as a gamer, and you realize you're not going to win every match. And, well, not to be cocky, but in Call of Duty, you know, normally I'll win every match, you know. Sometimes I'll get thrown in matches that, you know, are complete blowouts for some reason, but I'm usually winning on win streaks. Now, that is not the case, as we know, with Overwatch. This is a completely different game. This is not, you know, you can get 30 kills and carry the team like you can do in Call of Duty, because it ain't happening like that. It's not going down like that. I mean, I wish it kind of went down like that sometimes. I mean, granted, kills are a necessity for Overwatch, but it is not the main thing. But anyway, so Overwatch Overrage. You know, leave in the comments. I want to hear some more stories of some matches you've been in. And I'm just thinking one off the top of my head, one I had earlier today, and it was against it was on Route 66, and we had a Torjaborn on attack. All right, and it's like, okay, whatever. My friend checks his stats. It's like, wow, this guy's, you know. And keep in mind, this was a Torjaborn who was in a platinum and diamond. I'm a diamond. So I'm in low diamond, so I'm in matches with, you know, high platinums, low diamonds, and this guy didn't even have a ranking, and he was the only one who didn't have a ranking. And well, let's just say he picked Torjaborn on attack, so that's okay. But check it out, we rolled it all up. We stomped him. I believe I was Diva, and 6 points. It's like, yeah, I'm feeling good. And we noticed that the Torjaborn had not done his special at all, and it was like, okay, that's a little weird, but you know, it worked out because, you know, we had a Reinhardt, we had my Diva shield, he put his turn up, and we were just rolling them up. Now defense rolls around, and this guy picks Torjaborn again, someone who, and I don't understand Blizzard's I honestly don't understand how this player was in the match in the first place, because he never ulted. So we noticed he never ulted in the first attack, and on the defense, once again, he never ulted. And, you know, of course, I didn't notice until someone else mentioned it that, yo, this Torjaborn is not ulting. And that's a big problem, especially on defense. And if you got a Torjaborn, I mean, we all know how good his turn is, especially on console. It will wreck you. But yeah, so that was that. So they got 3 points on us, so 3-3, and then they had an attack, and we couldn't. So then they got 6 points. I'm sorry. So then it was 6-3, and we couldn't even get 1 point. One of those matches where it's like the whole team is probably on tilt, or I don't know how to explain it. I've never experienced a game where it's like all of a sudden the players go from really, really good to just really, really crappy. Like, what happened between every round. Like, we could not stop them. And then when it was our turn to attack, we could not get the 6 points. It would have been crazy. Those matches are so hard to eat the L. It's like, wow. We didn't get 4 points. It was 3-6. Came up short from the 4. Like, I mean, when you have a Tortureborn not ulting, I mean, I'm not saying it's his fault alone, but I mean, Tortureborn isn't what he used to be. So, that's just that. No, I'm not hating the guy, but like, yo, we could be Tortureborn, but use your special. You got to work with us. Another horror story I have is being held up on points with these Symmetras that are just killing the console. Now, usually I'll have to switch out into a Tracer and take out a Symmetra quick because there is a problem taking her out. She's very hard to take out because she's so accurate. And on console, there is an accuracy difference as far as like how fast people can lock on and kill a target. And with Symmetra, she just instantly locks on and you're done. And it's crap. And oh my god, it is a nightmare to deal with, especially if you're a diva, which I like playing diva. And if I go up against her, I know I gotta land every shot because if not, she will melt me. Because diva is so weak, I gotta land every shot on her because I've had it before where I underestimate the Symmetra and I'm shooting her, but not quite getting all the headshots as I should to properly drop her, and where she's busted me out of my tank and I have to finish her off with the pistol. Not the kind of situation you want to be in. So, like I said, guys, leave in the comments. Let me know of some horror stories. This is just a couple I've got off the one I told you off the top of my head. I mean, like I mentioned, the Symmetra. The Symmetra was from hell, and that was on the Hollywood map. Could not even get the first point. No, I'm sorry. I believe that one was a rolled up one too. They scored 3 on us, and we could not even get the first point. And I was just shocked. I couldn't believe how some people just don't push in. And even today, like maybe some players don't have like the kill feed on, or they just don't have a proper understanding of the game. But when you see blue red, I mean, it's time to go in. Because earlier today I played as a Pharah, and I played as Pharah on I can't name the map. I'm having a blank. It's a move map. Anyway, the name's not important. If I think about it right now, I'll mention it. But anyway, I was Pharah. It was a Pharah map to use, and I killed 2 off the top, and we didn't cap the point, and we never capped it that whole time. The team could not, even though I would come up with my Pharah and I would take out the Mercy every time, which I'm sure that Mercy was quite pissed at me because I really did put a working on her. I killed her about 4 times on that particular run in, and the team could not capitalize, and they could not capitalize on the first one when I killed 2. It was a Junkrat and a Mercy is who I killed. I was trying to think of the other person. It was definitely a Junkrat. Because I remember him flying around over the place, shooting himself up in the air, which is totally stupid. And let's talk about that. Tortureborn makes me rage, but so does Junkrat. That might be for another episode of the Overwatch Overrage. Let me know in the comments what would you like me to talk about as far as Overwatch. Like, what pisses you off the most, Off the top of my head, I've already thought of another thing that I just cannot stand, and I'm sure you've had this situation happen to you, and it hurts when I even think about it now. When you are up by 2, you're thinking you're gonna win, and the match is about to start, and a teammate leaves. It's like, okay. So the teammate's left, and you're thinking, okay, well, hopefully he comes back because obviously you've lost the first point. Let's say you're on a point map, One, especially, it always happens to those ones with just 1 point in the middle. I can't think of their names, but you know which ones I'm talking about. There's just one thing in the middle. when your team's getting rocked 5-6 every engagement, the players left the game and your time's dwindling down, and it's 5 or 3 before you can leave the match without being penalized. And of course you get there and it's like, well, he still hasn't came. Yeah, did this just happen? And sure enough, you lose that round, so then it's 2-1, and then you go into the next round and he still hasn't shown, and then nope, you lost 2. And you know the story here. I've only had it a few instances where I've came back and won a 5-on-6, and those are the maps that are normally the push ones, where if you lose a person at the end, I'm thinking of the El Dorado map. I think I've held before as a 5-man, pushing them back, and they weren't able to push in time. But that is something that is very hard to do. And on the level of gameplay, which I'm not even that high up, but Jesus Christ, we do not have... I mean, come on. A 5 versus a 6, you're going to lose almost every time. I mean, and they know. I mean, everyone knows when someone leaves the game. And it's the worst feeling in the world, and I hate it because I've had them... I hate admitting this, but I've had the dishonor. I feel disgrace even saying this, but I have been that guy to leave the match when we were up 2, and then it has came back to haunt me numerous times. And I think it's a curse that the Overwatch gods put upon me, and I pray that the Lord show me mercy every time I get on. But I haven't been too lucky. But it wasn't my fault. I disconnected from the internet, and by the time I got on, it was just over, and I felt so bad because the poor fellow I was with, we were so high, he was at a season high, and we were winning. And I remember, I forgot which map it was the one with the control center in the middle, and I couldn't believe it when it happened, and I said, may the gods have mercy, because I know I've done wrong. And sure enough, I was on a losing streak after that. Like, the game severely punished me. And then when I did win, I didn't get any points. And it was very sad. Very freaking sad. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the N3 show. I'm Noose, N3. If you leave a comment, let me know what you'd like me to talk about in the Overwatch community. This is a thing I'll be doing, Overwatch Overrage, OWOR, hashtag. Yeah, and like I said, put in the comments what's your crazy horror story. Let me know. I want to know. Also, send me your game clips of Overwatch so I can analyze them and say, like, whoa, what happened? Like, what is going on here? Not really to give you any pointers or anything, but just, hey, this is my commentary on it. I'm not here to try and say I'm better than anyone, but just, if whatever you want. I love Overwatch, even though it makes me so mad. It's the emotion. A game that can bring out this kind of emotion in people. It's a lot. As much as it gets me mad, the highs are highs and the lows are lows, as I like to say. And man, when you win, it feels so freaking good. But when you lose, it doesn't feel good. And that's why we all strive to be better and learn the tricks and all that special stuff. So yeah, guys, let me know what you think and what you want me to talk about. And I'll see you around on the next one. Take care, y'all.